be building a queen-size bed frame with built-in storage. So if you want to see how I do it, then stick around.
I actually took the time to design this entire project in SketchUp before even getting started. So the first thing I was able to do is grab my track saw and break down all the different sheets of plywood. I grabbed the two sides and the back piece and used a few pocket holes in those side pieces to attach it to the back. Next, I attached these center walls, which I'll later attach the drawers to. I used the help of pocket holes and my speed square here. Now I made these walls extend from end to end of the bed frame so that if my bedroom configuration later changes, I can come back and add drawers on this side of the frame as well. For the side with the drawers, I started making the face frame. I cut the rails and stiles at the table saw and miter saw, then put it all together with glue and pocket holes. I used a tape measure to make sure the horizontal pieces were level, and then a speed square to make sure the vertical pieces were plumb. Okay, so far so good. Now to attach the face frame to the body, I used the pocket holes that I drilled in all of those dividers earlier. And I also made sure that the back and the front measurement were the same before I attached it to the face frame. Next, I went through and started adding the sliders. I made this step easier by cutting a scrap to the exact height that I wanted them, so I could just set the slider on top of it and then screw it down. When it came time to attach the bottom sliders, I just cut that scrap piece down, then repeated the same steps. Alright, now to make the drawers. I used my table saw to make all of the pieces first, the front, backs, and then the sides. Now the sides and the front have a dado cut in them so the bottom can slide into place. So I just used my table saw to make this dado cut. Then I put pocket holes in all the pieces and started assembling the drawers. Now I could just slide the bottom into place, and now I have a drawer. I guess that's 1 down and 7 to go. To install the drawers, I first set a spacer on the front of the opening, then also cut a spacer for the front of the drawer that I could set on the floor. I would pull the slider out until it was even with the front of the drawer, then use the screws that come with the sliders to attach it to the drawer. Once all the drawers were installed, I moved on to the faux faces. I first cut them all at the table saw, then stuck them into place just to make sure that there were no problems. Once I saw that they all fit, I took it back to the table saw and cut an additional 1/8 off each side, or a 1/4 off 2 sides. I used the help of hot glue to just temporarily hold it in place while I moved to the inside to permanently attach it with screws. Alright, now on to making the slats. I used 2x4s ripped in half for this, and to attach them, I would first lay down a spacer, then lay the slat on the spacer. I did come back with a level, just to make sure they were level with each other before attaching them with pocket holes. Then I moved on to making the footer. Really, all the footer is me gluing and nailing a bunch of board to this end piece. So you can get really creative with the design here, or another option would be to add a few drawers. Next, I simply taped off the drawer fronts and then gave everything a coat of stain. Now, this video is sponsored by Leesa. Leesa is a mattress company that sells luxury mattresses that are compressed and shipped to your doorstep in a box. If you go to leesa.com/April, then you'll get $75 off your mattress. Now, I typically sleep on a Tempur-Pedic, so I can tell you that this mattress is very comparable, but for way, way less money. Something I really like is for every 10 mattresses Leesa sells, they donate one to a homeless shelter. Also, they have a 100 nights return period if you don't end up loving it. But this thing has 3 layers of premium foam, so I'm pretty sure you'll love it. Be sure to go to leesa.com/April to get $75 off a mattress.
So I do have plans to build a matching headboard. However, I just simply couldn't build it before my family got here. So be looking for that maybe sometime next month. Now, a few things to note on the bed frame. If you have access to both sides of the bed, then you can very easily add this amount of drawers on that side as well and make it look identical. But if your situation is the same as this one, to where it has to be up against the wall, then another alternative is to add drawers here in the footer, because currently all of this is just wasted space. But me and my husband like the look of the footer without the drawers in it, so that's why I built it like this. And I think that's it. Now, if you want to build one, I do have the rent tutorials on wilkerdoos.com, so be sure to check it out. And let me hear your thoughts. I will see you soon.